Welcome, listener. What you're about to hear is drawn from real accounts of haunted places and paranormal happenings around the world. Today's story takes us into the heart of Arkansas, to a grand hotel perched high on a limestone ridge, where history is layered with whispers and the dead may walk beside the living. This is the true story of the Crescent Hotel. Let's begin. The year was 1886. When the Crescent first opened its doors, it was hailed as the grandest resort in the American South. Marble floors, hand-carved woodwork, a dining hall that sparkled with crystal and gaslight. Guests arrived by carriage, dressed in silks and smiles. But grandeur fades, and by the early 1900s, the Crescent stood half empty, its halls quiet, its future uncertain. Then came Norman Baker, a man in lavender suits, charismatic, eccentric, dangerous. He called himself Dr. Baker. He wasn't a doctor. He had no medical license. What he had was a talent for lies. In 1937, Baker purchased the Crescent and converted it into a hospital. He claimed he could cure cancer, without surgery, without chemicals, just natural methods, he said. Electricity, injections, water, hope. The desperate came from across the country. They handed him their savings, and many never left. Behind closed doors, patients were kept in rooms for days. Some say they were denied food. Some say they were injected with unknown substances. Some simply disappeared. When the authorities finally caught up to Baker, they found the hotel's basement had been turned into a morgue. Steel tables, bottles of preserved tissue, and boxes filled with what he called specimens. He served 4 years in prison. The Crescent changed hands again. But the walls, they remembered. Room 218 became infamous. During construction, a stonemason had fallen from the roof and landed on the beam beneath that room. Guests in 218 report lights that flicker without cause, footsteps pacing when no one is there, and doors that slam hard enough to shake the floor. Others claim to hear a man's voice calling out, not from inside the room, but from above. Then there's room 419, known as Theodora's room. She introduces herself to guests and then vanishes. One housekeeper entered to find neatly folded clothes on the bed. Moments later, they were gone. The air in the room smelled of old perfume, though no one had worn it in years. But it's the basement, once Baker's morgue, that unsettles even the bravest visitors. During nightly tours, guides report sudden temperature drops. Even in the heat of summer, some people faint, others break into tears for no reason at all. Photos taken in that space often reveal things not seen by the naked eye. Faint faces, pale hands, glowing orbs hovering inches above the ground. One man claimed he felt a tug at his coat as he passed the old autopsy table. When he turned, no one was there, but a fresh handprint had appeared on the back of his shirt. And then there's the smell. Sweet, floral, unmistakable lilac. Norman Baker's favourite cologne. They say he still roams the halls, still searching for patients, still selling salvation. Not all the spirits here are cruel. There's the child who rolls a ball across the hall. Guests who leave a toy may find it moved by morning. Others hear a cat meowing softly in the night. The hotel hasn't had a cat in years. Some see a woman on the stairs, her dress trailing behind her, only to find the steps completely empty. The Crescent Hotel is not a ruin. It is fully restored, bustling with life. Weddings, travellers, ghost hunters, but beneath the polished floors, behind the fresh paint, the past presses close. People come for the view, but many leave with stories. Stories they don't know how to explain. Stories they try not to tell too loud. So what is the Crescent? A hospital that preyed on the sick? A hotel that won't let go? Or something older, buried deep in the stone, waiting? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you ever find yourself in Eureka Springs, standing at the foot of those tall iron gates, listen carefully. You just might hear your name carried on the wind from a voice long gone. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more true tales from the unknown, please like and subscribe so we know that you do. Until next time.
Stay spooky.